It's honestly so nice to have.
It really is
a community where everyone has a podcast.
It really is, because even if we were to just meet, for dinner,
Yeah.
you don't get to ask all these questions. It would be weird to be like, tell me about when God left your life for a minute.
Yeah, and there's no guarantee that I'll turn it on.
Right.
Like I'll tell you anything you want to know, but I won't be like, really?
Yeah, no, I'm glad you say that. I feel the same way. Yeah.
But I do think comedians are like that. I mean, I think comedians in green rooms do talk to each other like this, don't you think?
Yeah.
At dinner, like
there's very little fluff.
Which is what's hard about then getting dinner with your friends who are like teachers and lawyers.
Yeah.
Who are like, oh, I don't talk to people like that. Like
right.
they'll talk to you like that, but I've been in situations where they're talking about someone we both know or that they know, and I go, well, what are they? What are they doing? Like, how's their marriage or whatever? And they're like, well, you can't ask that. Right. At a dinner party, you can't go, so how's your marriage?
Yeah.
And how are you feeling about it? And where are you guys at? And I go, oh, sorry, I'm just used to comedians. And that's exactly what we do. Because we're driving from one city to the other and we have 3 hours to kill. And so, I need to know which kid's your favorite and which one hates you.
It's breaking bread.
I baked you this bread today.
I know, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
What kind of bread is it?
It's a country loaf. Sourdough.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And sourdough is supposed to be like the best for your gut.
I know. That's what I keep reading or seeing on Instagram.
Do you just bake whatever you want to bake that day? Or do you think about who's coming on and go, well, you seem like a cranberry walnut
It doesn't change.
loaf.
It doesn't change the ingredients, but you are on my mind when I'm making it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
when you pull tarot cards, you kind of focus your energy on the person.
And I do believe it kind of has some kind of an effect.
I do feel, I looked at that bread, I said, that bread looks like me.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, that's me right there.
Last time you did this podcast, we were in the old studio.
A long time ago.
I think it was the first iteration of Breaking Bread.
Yeah, when was that?
It was before you exploded.
Was it before my first special?
I think so. I think it was.
Really?
I think it was heading into that.
Oh, that's wild.
Right?
Yeah, that was a long time ago then. Because
Yeah.
I always think everything was 3 years ago.
I do too.
And it wasn't.
I know. No, it was all so long ago.
It was so long ago.
No, it's ridiculous.
I was probably so scared to do it then. I was probably very intimidated.
You were cool. You weren't feeling well.
Probably.
There was something you weren't feeling great, but you showed up. I think it was like raining, and you did it, and I was
my
so
entire
grateful.
20s. I was ill,
Your whole
just
20s.
sleeping on the floor of airports, going, "Why do I feel like garbage?
Yeah.
What could that possibly be about?"
But man, everything exploded from that point on, and I have to think the podcast was a part of that.
And that's where that's what did it. Honestly, Netflix thinks it's them, but it wasn't. It was this right here.
Was it the impact of that first special that really just popped?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, like, kind of did everything I could have hoped it would do.
Yeah.
And
what was the name of that one?
Quarter Life Crisis.
Quarter Life Crisis.
Yeah, but that was crazy. That came out 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. And I remember it came out because it came out in 2020, and You and Fortune also had specials come out like right around the same time.
Yeah, that's right.
And
heading into the pandemic,
which was kind of. Did your rep say something similar of like, great time to have something out because everybody's at home watching stuff?
This pandemic is going to be great for you.
Yeah. There was like well, people are taking chances on all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. They're going to watch everything.
Yeah. But maybe that is true to some extent. It probably helped a bit.
It did ultimately.
For me, at least. Yeah.
Yeah. You found your people.
Mm-hmm.
They found you.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was You're Doing Great.
Yes.
Which was like very like encouraging of like you can get through things.
Yeah.
During the pandemic, like that really resonated with people.
Yeah.
And then my book off of it was You're Doing Great and Other Reasons to Stay Alive.
Yes.
So it really was like on the nose.
Kind of perfect timing.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that because you've written 3 books, right?
Yeah.
So I'm writing a book right now that's coming out in a few months, and
Cool.
I'm terrified, and I've gone back and forth about how panicked I am because on the one hand, what I realized like today was when I was younger, I was so scared that I was just good at stand up for my age. And it took me 16 years, this long, to be like, I think I'm good at it now. I think I'm just regular good at it.
Yeah.
But for years, I was like, oh, I think I'm just good for my age. And I'm worried about that with the book, where I'm worried that it'll come out and people will be like, this is so good for a comedian.
Right.
Or they'll think it's bad. That's also a very real possibility. But I'm scared that people will say, this is pretty good considering she's a clown. That's the best I can hope for.
I know.
And I wonder if you had any of that writing books, or if you were just like, this is just an extension of my stand-up. These are bits, these are jokes.
No, I want to be a writer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you want to be a writer. And it's like with everything, you vacillate between, I would love to be David Sedaris.
Yes.
I might be Dave Barry.
Yeah.
I may be somewhere in between.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But these are all inspirations of the best version of what you could be, right? So you're striving to do those things, and you're going to just be you ultimately.
Yeah.
And that's okay. So wherever that kind of where you have your motivations and your inspiration and why you work hard and are really trying to be truthful and do all that stuff, and then it'll be what it is, and that's.
Well, and I can't believe, I don't know specifically who, but I've just heard that a lot of people don't write their own books in show business.
Know. Yes, there's
and
a lot of that.
What's the point of that?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? I guess if you're a big actor or something, it's just sort of a cash grab. But
right.
I'm like
$1 million advance.
Yeah, but I'm like, I wanted to do it because I wanted to write it.
Yeah, well, you're a great writer.
Well, we don't know yet.
No, you are.
We'll know once the book comes out, because my friends will keep saying that. I'll go, I'm so nervous. And they go, but you're a great writer. And I go, we have no idea if that's true.
Yeah, no, we do.
I haven't written an essay in years, guys.
Yeah. But your stand-up is very well written. You're a very good writer.
That's nice.
Your images, the themes, it's all there.
I'm just scared it doesn't translate. To me, it's like, oh, you're a really good joke writer. But I'm like, isn't that kind of just like, oh, you make really good smoothies. It doesn't mean I can roast a chicken,
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but no.
But that's me downplaying jokes, and I shouldn't do that, because I do hate that there is a lack of respect for stand-up, I feel like, in the business, as opposed to other art forms.
Yeah, which I'm thinking until recently. And now a lot of people are like, holy cow, why is stand-up the thing that everybody's going to see all the time now? And why is that and also just the steadiest work that there is in Hollywood now?
Has it been wild to watch the explosion of stand-up? Because you've been doing this for how many years now?
33.
Yeah, so it's like, I can't even, does it just kind of blow your mind?
It does in a way. It's all kind of natural. It's like a slow moving ship rather than, what's really interesting is to sit when I talk to young comics and see their trajectory and what they're trying to do. And there was only one way to do it. Mm-hmm. When I started, it was like, try and get into these clubs, try and get onto those shows. And that was it. And if you got denied, you got denied. And you just had to keep hammering in that same direction. And now the freedom and the ability to be funny in any way and just do it on your phone and just to express yourself any way, that's pretty fascinating. To watch that change is really nuts.
Do you think it's in some ways, do you think it's harder or easier now? Because now there's no clear-cut path. And back in the day, there was a clear path, and these are the steps, and this is what you need to do.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I tend to think it's easier now to be successful and do this for a living. I think it's easier to get to that point. I do think it's harder to know what to do.
Right.
Because even when I was starting out, it was like, you listen to Marin's podcast and they tell you how to become a comedian and you go, okay, and I'll do that and I'll host and then I'll feature and these are the rules.
Yeah. And
now it's like, the advice I give young comics is like, don't put anything on the internet right away. And even that, I'm like, oh, am I? Is that really old, out of touch advice?
Right.
Because you kind of have to, it seems like, as soon as you have a bit that works at all.
Yeah. The thing with stand-up is funny is going to win.
Yeah.
Was anything ever going to stop Wanda?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's impossible. But the book thing is weird. The whole bestseller marketing of books, you have your specials and they're huge and they have you feel the
the
impact of it.
numbers, yeah,
you know the numbers and you know millions of people and all that kind of stuff, and then you go do a book signing and there's 30 people and you're like, oh boy, and the bookshop is like, isn't this great?
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know, is it?
Well, and isn't it like kind of a low number to become a bestseller? It's like sort of like you hit a number in a certain window of time, but it's not actually as many copies as you would think. Because I always thought, oh, if you're a New York Times bestseller, you sold 1 million copies.
Yeah.
And I don't think that, I kind of don't even understand.
I don't either.
What makes you qualify?
I haven't been on the list. My one was close to being on the list, but I didn't even know what that meant. And then when I talk to people in interviews and whatever, and they're like, I'll tell you how to do it. And they like have like bulk, they have like bulk buys or do this kind of like they
like
work
they buy it themselves.
They work it. Oh. No, I don't know if they buy it themselves.
I have heard of that. I've heard of you can do that, and I was like, what? But to me, that's like having someone write your book for you.
Right.
I'm like, how does that feel good?
Yeah, I don't really care. Right. Yeah.
Well, I respect when people just want to be successful and they don't care how they get it.
I know.
I go, that looks so nice. That looks
think about
relaxing.
that all the time.
Oh my God, if you just didn't care.
Just don't care. Just do whatever you have to. Just whore yourself out.
Yeah.
And just do it and be cool with it.
Yeah.
I know.
It's wild.
I know, it is wild. I don't have that. I think if there's like an ego meter, like you have to get to a certain threshold where that you're cool with that.
Yeah.
And we all have it, but you can be a little lower on it.
Yeah.
Where that becomes problematic.
But to just be someone who's like, I just want to make as much money as possible, as opposed to, I would like the respect of my peers. I mean, so much simpler to just go for the cash than constantly be like
now more than
going
ever
out, going, I had a weird interaction with someone I respect.
Yeah. Yeah. Like now, like I remember when I was a kid, like not one rock star would ever put their name on an ad. Like that was really like, I remember like in 7th grade walking around with my friends and hearing like somebody did something and they sold out, man.
Yeah.
We don't like that guy. And it was like, you're a little kid and saying that this guy is just selling out because he wants a house. But that's the way the rules were.
Yeah.
Like you didn't do that. And now it's the goal.
Yeah.
Like before you even hit, you're on a Subaru commercial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And your fans are so happy for you.
Yeah.
If you're on a Super Bowl commercial, everyone's like, whoa, they did it.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's what I got the most texts about. I have not been on a Super Bowl commercial.
No. And to be clear, I said Subaru.
Yeah.
I wasn't aiming even up for
close,
that.
And that's closer. And I might get that, but Super Bowl.
Yeah. No, I love hearing you say that though about the writing of it, because it's the same conversation with AI.
Yeah.
You could write stuff on AI. AI could write a book in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You could write a book. But that's not why you write a book. It's not an assignment that you have to finish.
Yeah.
It's an exercise that you want to express. And so that debate really is moot as far as an artist or a writer, right?
And I don't think people want to watch things made by AI. I think people like consuming art that they know another person made, because that's what makes you feel less alone in the world.
Yeah.
Is you see great art and go, oh my gosh, that's how I feel. And somebody else said it, which means I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
But if a computer wrote it, then you're like, well, I guess they pulled this from a Facebook status that a lot of people had, and maybe that it just doesn't hit the same, because nobody seems to be. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe younger kids are more like, it's fine, but it doesn't seem like anybody likes it.
I watched the Super Bowl at a friend's house, and with his daughter and all of her friends, and they were like 20. I don't know, 27, something like that. Anytime, and I'm just watching the Super Bowl and watching all the ads, and it comes on, and I can't tell AI from the other thing. Yeah. And anytime it was AI or sniffed of AI in the writing or the photography, anything, the whole room was like, boo, this side. They were all like, on it. and they saw the phoniness and were calling it out. And I was like, oh, maybe this might be something. Like,
it gets me sometimes though. Yeah. Sometimes I'll watch a video and halfway through I'm tearing up at a baby putting on glasses for the first time, and I go to the comments and it's like, this is AI.
I know.
And I'm like, they got me.
They got me. I know.
They got me.
You want to know my worst one?
Yeah.
I got home after the Comedy Store late at night, and I couldn't fall asleep yet, so I was just on my laptop and I looked at YouTube and I watched a 20 minutes story of Keanu Reeves when he showed up at the P. Diddy trial, and how when he walked in and when Diddy locked eyes with him and there was this big controversy, and Diddy and Keanu told this whole story about how he got invited to Diddy's house for dinner one-on-one. And I was like, oh my God.
And it was AI Keanu?
Poor Keanu. The whole thing was AI.
20 minutes?
The whole report. Keanu never went to his house. He wasn't in the trial.
When did you find out?
When they started looping. It started looping. It started saying things over again. I was like, wait a minute.
No.
And I was intrigued. I had to put my phone down to not post about it a couple times in the middle.
That's the worst. Oh no, those are the tough ones when you see a news clip and you go, oh shit. Yeah. That's happened to me a couple times where I sent it to someone and they go, well, this is AI. And I go, I know, I just wanted to make sure you knew. I was just making sure we all stayed sharp out there. This was a test. Thank you for coming.
I know.
Because who would fall for that?
Oh, it makes me feel good that you fall for it too.
Yeah, well, I'm getting up there now.
No.
I'm not like young anymore.
It's really so bad. Oh, let's talk about your special.
Oh yeah, it's so funny. How long does it take after a special comes out for you to forget
that you
put one out?
Yeah, I know. Well. Yeah, you kind of you try and get behind it. You try and get it behind you pretty quickly because like you've survived the anxiety of breaking that out, right? And having that come out and everything.
Yeah, mine came out February 24th, I think.
February.
So it's been like what, 4 months now?
Yeah.
Something like 3 months. And couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you one joke. I vaguely remember.
Really?
Parts of I forget, I feel like almost immediately. And then when people reference stuff, they go, well, you have that one joke. I've had people reference bits from specials. Yeah. And I go, that's great. And they go, well, that's from your, and I go, are you sure about that? It happened writing the book a couple times. My editor was like, well, you talk about this in your second special. And I go, I've never shared that with anyone.
Really?
How dare you?
I know.
And then I was like, oh no, you're right. I did talk about that already.
I know.
Yeah.
I literally had to search I'm in the middle of my fourth right now. I'm like on a deadline, and I'm like, I think I've told this story, and I had to do a search on my computer to see and it was like in the second book or whatever. And I'm like, I'm going to see if anyone catches me.
I know. Well, there's also certain things where you're like, I've talked about this before, but I have more to say about it now.
Right.
And jokes are like that too, right? Where you're like.
Well, that's what's kind of interesting about this special, because a lot of times, and I talk about this with Gaffigan a lot, that we tend to put out the same special over and over in a way. Like you're moving forward, you're telling new jokes, you're doing stuff, but I'm always going to talk about my family.
Yes.
At some point I'll be talking about being fat, or there'll be like these things are recurring, right? And but this was more thematic. Like this was, you were really kind of digging into your life in a way that was more thematic. I could see why, like, having it be over, you want to kind of like, okay, I got that out, and I'm going to move into new territory now. Yeah. Because this was pretty, this was deep stuff.
Yeah. This was the result of like a lot of therapy. And it's funny because when you watch it, I mean, I remember they were trying to like write the description on Netflix about the special. And I remember I called my team because I thought AI had written the description. I was like, hey, I think maybe something got put through AI. Like, I don't know what this description is. And I think Netflix was like, oh, we want to make sure people know it's not just about religion. Like, they were trying to make it sound more broad. And I was like, really kind of against that, because to me, I was like, this special isn't broad. It's about religion and death and dating, I guess, and like a little bit about the fear of having kids, but like it is mostly about these subjects, and there's so much content out there. I see the argument for trying to make something as broad as possible and bringing in as many people as possible, but not everything you make is like that. Like, I think it helps to tell people what they're signing up for, especially once you have multiple specials, multiple books, you know, whatever else. It's like, okay, this one is for these people. This one's for the people who like these topics. But also, if you're not interested in watching someone talk about deconstructing their faith for 25 minutes, I don't want to trick you into doing it.
Right.
You know, and maybe that's a mistake on my part. Maybe I should be trying to trick people, but
was it just the story you wanted to tell, or was it
No, it was just
hit these people with this? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no. It's not like I want to hit these people with it. It was like, this is what I want to talk about right now. Right. This is what I'm going through. This is what I've thought the most about these last couple of years.
That's what it felt like.
And a large part of my audience is like me. And so they've gone through similar things.
Right.
And there are going to be people, I'm sure, who watch the special who haven't been familiar with me before because they're interested in that subject matter. But I know there are also going to be people, like with any special, who are like, oh, this one wasn't for me, I'll catch the next one. Right, or I'll go rewatch the last one. And that's why I try to kind of go back and forth of like, my first one was really broad. The second one was darker and more personal. The third one was broad again. And then this one was darker and more personal.
Right.
And then this next hour, I think I'm going to try to like, I don't know, write clean. Like I'm going to like, try to just go, like I'm going to try to swing back the opposite way. Just to kind of keep myself challenged and engaged. And, you know, just sort of not even like a one for me, one for you kind of a thing, but just to, I think it's good for my brain to kind of go deeper and dig for a couple years. And be very vulnerable and share a lot about myself, and then kind of swing back the other way and go like, oh, this is more silly.
No, for real. I mean, what was there a timing of diving into this subject at this depth about your faith at this age? Like, did it take that long to kind of have the perspective and the comedic chops to tackle it?
1000%.
Because you would mention it before, but not like this.
No, anytime I mentioned it in other specials, it was like, I'm so pissed I grew up in church because it fucked me up in all these ways. And I think there were a lot of things that happened in the last few years. And I think most notably, like, I came out and I thought my entire family, because my entire family's Christian, I thought my entire family was going to like, I mean, at various points. I mean, I thought once they knew I wasn't a clean comedian, they were all gonna leave me and write me off completely. And then they didn't. And then I thought if I came out and my siblings came out, they would all, you know, cut us off completely. And like, of course you do lose certain people, but not, I think I was so pleasantly surprised to find that so many of my Christian family members were still very accepting and loving and like met us where we were at, and I couldn't lump them in with more like hateful religious people. Right. So it was helpful for me to have those relationships stay intact and find that we could have really difficult conversations and find out that we weren't as misaligned as maybe I thought, just because we don't believe the same things about God and the afterlife and, you know, spirituality. So it took a long time. And I also think that me being scared to come out as queer in large part was because I was raised a certain way. And I had so much stuff to get through just with like the sex before marriage of it all. Like before we even get to being queer, like just even like straight sex was like evil. So like I had
just your thoughts.
Yeah, I had to like wade through all of that for years before I was even able to like get through that. And so I think finally getting to a place where I felt like I was myself and being totally honest with everybody in my life and comfortable with who I was and what I believed and how I identified, like it made it a lot easier for me to speak about growing up religious and certain things that were difficult and harmful for me.
Right.
from a more like nuanced, understanding, playful place. Because I think people can tell when you go out on stage and you talk about things that you haven't like fully processed or healed from yet. And it can be, some people are really good at it. And then I think sometimes it makes the audience just feel really uncomfortable and like you are just sort of putting them through a therapy session. So I'm always worried about doing that. So I'm always like, okay, I'm going to do jokes about things once I've processed them so that I'm bringing like a completed thought.
Yeah. Yeah, because there is this really nice ability of bringing up, almost structurally, bringing up something that's pretty heavy and it's definitely you had on your mind for a long time.
Yeah.
And then followed up by a really great joke. Mm-hmm. So it's really interesting to see because you do get the whole point across. You don't have to hammer them in with, this is what you should think about this.
Yeah.
We're dealing with this part of it now, and here are the jokes, and it seeps in. It's like, it's an interesting, sometimes people can become too preachy.
Yeah.
I mean, religion, but things can become like where they tell you too much about it and they tell you how to feel. But when it's just really good joke writing around this thing that we kind of set up as this is the header for this, it's much more effective.
Yeah. And there's certainly like towards the end, there's like one part where I think I'm just sort of saying the thing, like, but I try not to do that throughout, because to me it's a comedy special first and foremost.
Yeah.
But to me the specials and movies and TV shows and whatever else are the ones that stick with me, are the ones that are very funny but are also saying something or hitting something for me personally, that have that staying power in a way that maybe just like an hour of jokes doesn't always.
Yeah.
But it also has so much to do with like where you are in your life when you see something.
That's right.
You know, like there have been shows and movies and specials that I've watched when I was going through a really hard time that just are really important to me because I was going through such a hard time and it distracted me.
Yeah.
And it's not even so much about the subject matter, but yeah, I think this hour, I don't know. This hour was a lot of things for me because I already kind of said this, but I was worried when I was younger that I was just good at I started when I was a teenager doing stand-up in churches. And so the first couple years I was doing stand-up, it was like, am I just good because I'm young and clean? And am I just good for a church comedian? And then it was like, okay, I'm in the clubs, but am I still just good because I'm young and clean? And then it was like, okay, you're not clean anymore. Are you just good for being young? And it took me up until I was like, until now, until I was like 30, that I was like, okay, I think I've proven, I'm like, okay, good. This is my fourth special. I think maybe I can take a little longer to put out the next one. Maybe. Because I'm also like, I don't know, what am I gonna, I thought I'd have like kids by now or something. And so what am I gonna talk about?
But the part of like never really thinking you're good is what keeps you working.
I know.
It's what keeps you, I'm kind of just comfortable with, it's okay to always think that you aren't there yet.
Yeah.
Right?
That's honestly, you're so right.
Yeah. And like really truly believe it. Like truly believe.
But it's a balance, right? Because you don't always want to be beating yourself up and going, I'm not worthy of anything I get.
No, you don't want to be like so self-deprecating that you're beating your... Yeah. No. But listen, you talk to like Colin or whatever, and people and they're not comfortable.
Yeah.
And they're the most prolific, people out there. And I think there always has to be a little bit of that.
Yeah, that's true. But then also, don't you feel that, part of the reason you're so prolific is because you're always trying to get better, but isn't it also just that you love doing it and you kind of don't know how to stop?
Yeah.
Right? Like whenever people ask me like, what would you do if you had a whole day off? And I'm like, I mean, honestly, I would love to write with like no expectations on me. Like I would love to maybe, do this in the morning and have like a nice little morning. But then for like a few hours in the afternoon, it'd be nice to go sit and write somewhere.
Exactly. I know. And that's great. That's like the best day.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, completely. I completely get that. It's weird when it's almost like the more intense, my friends, you included, who had more intense religious involvement when they were young. Mm-hmm. It's, how everybody's trying to figure out like when to put smartphones in the hands of children.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's a little too early for some of these, their brains aren't there yet. Let's let them develop and then we'll give them the smartphone, right? And there's lots of debates of when that would be healthy, or starting to smoke weed or whatever. It's like, no, these brains have to kind of mature first. The same should be with religion.
I completely agree.
If you didn't get hammered with it, you could have and then get introduced later. You could have a healthy perspective and kind of figure things out and not be damaged.
Yeah.
But man, it's such a complicated thing when it's given to you too early.
Yeah. And you can form your own opinion on it.
Yeah.
Because when you're just born into it and you're raised in church and with all these ideas swirling around you, and then you go to school and you're told different things, and then it's sort of these competing voices in your life of like at school they're telling you one thing, and then at home they're going, you're so stupid you believed that at school, and at school they're going, you're so stupid you believed that at church, and you're like, okay, well, I don't know. I just feel like an idiot everywhere.
Right.
Like I don't know what to believe. So, I mean, in some ways, it prepares you for the internet now. Where you're just like, I have no idea what the truth is. But I completely agree with that. I kind of feel like you should just, not, you should wait till they're like 13 before you're like, all right, now we'll talk about death.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, we can give you some kind of perspective on it.
Yeah.
I didn't raise my daughter with any religion. She's a wreck.
See, and I couldn't even wrap my head around that when I was doing clubs when I was like 18 or whatever. It was the first time I was around people every night, all night, regularly, that were like, no one even told me about God growing up.
Right.
Like there are like, I don't even know what little voice you're referring to in your head. And I'm like, I was told everyone had it. So what the actual fuck is going on here? And stand-up really like it totally opened my eyes, because I grew up so sheltered in this world where like everybody was religious in some way, and then to get to a place where I'm hanging out in like bars at night with guys in their 40s who are like, I'm an atheist, and you're like, huh? What? It's just so crazy.
You can say that out loud?
Yeah.
Aren't you afraid something's going to happen to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is interesting. And it's interesting to watch, my kids, because they are great people. They have like this instinct to be kind, and they're like, the lessons got to them somewhere. And now a word from our sponsors. We'd like to thank the good people at IQ Bar for sponsoring today's show. This episode is brought to you by IQ Bar, our exclusive snack, hydration, and coffee sponsor. IQ Bar protein bars, IQ Mix hydration mixes, and IQ Joe mushroom coffees are the delicious, low-sugar, brain and body fuel you need to win your day. I am currently running on nothing but an IQ Bar. I had a little sourdough toast in the morning, and then I did my radio show, and we had to come right here to the studio for these fantastic podcasts, and had no time to get food, so I grabbed an IQ Bar out of my pantry, and until I'm this point where I'm actually talking about it, I didn't even do the math. That's the only thing getting me through, and I'm not hungry, and I feel really smart. Do I seem smart?
Oh yeah.
I seem smarter than normal.
Yeah, firing on extra cylinders.
Thank you.
Of course.
The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way to try all IQ Bar products and flavors. You get 9 IQ Bars, 8 IQ Mix sticks, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. All IQ Bar products are clean label certified, entirely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial ingredients. All IQ Bar products are packed with clean, delicious ingredients that help keep you physically and mentally fit, like magnesium, lion's mane, and more. I feel like the lion's mane is the thing that's really working on me today. I can't really pinpoint it, but you guys wouldn't understand because you didn't eat one. IQ Mix is a great way to hydrate. IQ Joe is a mushroom coffee designed for mental clarity and packed with 200 milligrams of natural caffeine. Plus, it comes in 4 different flavors that will totally transform your morning routine. IQ Bar has become part of our daily routine here at Breaking Bread, and you should add it as well. When I come out of the sauna, which I can't sauna, by the way, for a couple of weeks because I have a new eyeball. Not a new eyeball, but, well, it's a longer story. Right now, IQ Bar is offering our special podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the Ultimate Sampler Pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text PAPA, P-A-P-A, to 64,000. Text PAPA, 64,000 to 64,000. It's a text. You guys know how it works. That's PAPA to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details. We'd like to thank the good people at Monarch. Monarch. We love Monarch. We are actually using Monarch here with our trusty producer, Maya, who is supposed to be keeping track of everything, our fake provolones, how much wine. You know, we keep getting this wine and nobody drinks it. Maybe ask Monarch about that. How much money are we spending on wine? It's a great app and takes control of your money, and even not just for your business. Say it's summertime is coming, and you want to figure out what you have in your budget to go travel and how you can put it all in. Isn't it nice to think that you as a person are important enough to keep track of your finances, plan stuff you want to do in the short term, plan stuff you can have in the long term, and actually treat your financial life with the respect that it deserves? Monarch is the personal finance app that tracks everything: accounts, investments, savings goals, and spending. Get your first year of Monarch for half off, just $50 with promo code PAPA, P-A-P-A. It's a great way to keep track of everything in your finances. Most apps only tell you what you've already spent. Monarch helps set goals, map out big purchases, and see if you're actually on track before it's too late to adjust. You can ask Monarch's AI assistant anything about your finances, like, how much did I spend on travel last summer? Can I afford this vacation without touching my savings? That would be nice. Spot things you wouldn't think to look for with AI insights. Has your spending gone up, or is it just inflation? Just get control over it, and it just calms you all down knowing that you're all covered. Get a heads up on what's happening with your money with AI Weekly Recap. It flags spending spikes, net worth shifts, and upcoming expenses. Use the code PAPA, P-A-P-A, at monarch.com to get your first year half off at just $50. $50. Use the code PAPA, P-A-P-A, at monarch.com to get your first year half off at $50. It's a great way to take control of your financial health. It's a great way to support this podcast and put this Monarch team to work for you. We'd like to thank the good people at Butcher Box for sponsoring today's program. It's time to grill. It's time to get outside, get the grill going, get some friends over, enjoy your life. There's nothing worse, though, when you get to the point of thinking, I'm going to grill, and then, oh, what are we going to go get? And we have to go to the store, and we have to have time to go do that, and then we're going to find it, and it's going to be expensive, and we don't really know where it came from, and then you start selling out your ethics because you're just like, let's just grab whatever. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. It's much nicer when Butcher Box delivers to your home and you have stuff all in the freezer just waiting for you, and you know exactly what's in there. You know exactly where it came from. Your shoulders just relax. Get Butcher Box. They deliver over 100 premium protein options straight to your door, from grass-fed beef to wild-caught seafood. It's all raised and sourced the right way. No antibiotics, no added hormones, no fillers, just clean, reliable protein you can feel good about serving. Plus, it's super flexible. You can customize the box based on what you're cooking, and it all ships free with recipes, grilling tips, exclusive deals. So whether you're a beginner or grill master, you've got everything you need to make it a great season. As an exclusive offer, new listeners can get their choice between free ribeye or top sirloins for a year. Come on now. Or ground beef and bacon for a year. Come on. Plus $20 off when you go to butcherbox.com/papa. How great is that? You get this great service. You get to fill your freezer filled with all this stuff, and then they're still giving you free things. Come on now. That's right. Your choice of ribeye or top sirloins for a year, or ground beef and bacon for a year. Plus $20 off your first box and free shipping always. That's butcherbox.com/papa, P-A-P-A. Don't forget to use our link so they know that we sent you. It's a great way to get a good product and support our podcast. And now back to the show.
I was so pissed when I found out atheists could be good people.
Yeah.
I was
Well, we're not
furious.
you're not atheist. Let's
Agnostic?
be sure of that.
What are you?
No, you believe
Personal?
in God.
Yeah. Now he's putting his Christianity.
I'm going to get you now. Now I can go to work. Now you're prepared.
Are you just like, I'll see God later? But it's not like a day-to-day thing. It's just like, yeah, no, he's up there and we'll do that later.
I was forcing him to go to church in my middle school Christian phase.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He didn't want to go.
Well, because you wanted to go to Christian places. I'm Catholic. You got to go to.
You're like, your buildings suck.
Yeah, you got to go where it's a little scary. You don't want to just everybody singing, playing guitar. I'm like, no.
Oh, you're putting the words up on the screen for you to sing?
Yeah,
Pull out a dusty book.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now I'm gonna come get her, and it'll be safe.
That's so funny.
When you with the audience that it seems from the outside, like when you first ones came out, like there's these moments when comics pop where their audience was out there, and it wasn't until the special comes out and you're able to reach enough people where that audience feels like, oh, finally there's a comedian for us. That's like our thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I see it with you. I see it with Allie or with Sebastian. It's like, or Leanne. Like there's you. They just kind of have. It's almost like there's an unserved audience.
Oh man,
with a great comedian, and it seemed like that with you, very much so.
Well, I think as far as my age, I think that was true.
Yeah,
I was 25, and so there weren't
your perspective, and
there weren't a lot of like 25-year-old girls with specials at that time.
Really, yeah, speaking eloquently about everything that they're going through, that you were going through, and they all related to.
Yeah.
Did you feel that impact? Did you feel like you all of a sudden had an army?
I mean, yeah. I before that special came out, nobody was coming to see me on purpose. I mean, that special came out in March, and the July before that, I had my episode on the comedy lineup on Netflix, the 15 minutes that I did.
Yeah.
That came out, and I felt a little bit of a bump from that, where people would come to see me when I was headlining clubs. And so some people were like, oh, we saw that and that was great. Or we've watched that and Conan and your Tonight Show set. But for the most part, most of the people coming to see me were just like, we just wanted to see comedy tonight and you're here.
Yeah.
And so I was just winning people over every weekend. And
city by city.
Yeah. And then the special comes out. Then I'm in quarantine for months.
Right.
And then by the time I'm back on the road, I'm like, I sold how many tickets? Like it was overnight. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And there was nothing about it felt gradual because of that pandemic time where you're like, I have no idea how this is. All I can see are my social numbers going up, but it doesn't always translate to live ticket sales. So yeah, it was really, really crazy.
And did you feel like the audience had kind of coalesced, like it had a bit more of a vibe to who they were?
Yeah. I mean, Dustin Nickerson, who is a good friend of mine, who was opening for me at that time, was like, it was funny because Quarter Life Crisis came out and we did that theater tour, and then Look at You, my second special, came out, which was more about like mental health and like grief and stuff, came out, and he goes, the difference between the audience on these two tours, he's like, after Quarter Life, you had like a lot of girls like wooing and like they're on girls' nights and bachelorette parties, and he goes, Look at You got rid of all of that. And then Look at You, he's like, now it's like it's all people that are like you, that are like, you know, kind of introverts and like, you know, dealing with things emotionally and, you know, who are like more introspective. And I'm like thrilled with my audience. I feel like so incredibly lucky. I feel like they're so like polite and smart and attentive and sweet.
Yeah.
And I don't worry about getting like heckled or anything. I worry about talking to someone who doesn't want to be spoken to.
Right.
That's what I'm worried about on tour. I'm not like, oh, they're going to yell and they're going to get drunk. I'm just worried I'm going to be like, and you? And they're going to go, oh, he's done to me. Like, so I feel very, you know, seen by the people who come to see me. Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah. It really felt like that from the outside too. Like it was like, this is and it's cool with this one because it felt like now they're just going to go with you on this journey. Like you're going to start talking about whichever way you go, they're gonna kind of, they'll probably be matching it in some way, you know?
I know you hope so, but that's been sort of my fear about not feeling sort of stunted in my personal life because I have been so focused on work for so long and I haven't left any room to really like
live.
Yeah, no, truly. And it's like, I'm really bad at taking time off and I'm really bad at leaving room for things to happen for me on a personal level. And I've gotten better at it in the last year and it's made a huge difference. But in sort of a fucked up way, I've only done that because I could feel myself becoming sort of one note. I'm like, you can't just be a comedy machine forever. Like people aren't gonna relate to you anymore if you're just like, and here's another thing about something I've already said because I haven't done anything new. I've just been on tour still, you know, like all my favorite comics are like, they got married, they had kids, they, you know, whatever, did ayahuasca. Like they're like really, you know, experiencing life and not just going from one tour to the other and forcing themselves to create. So that's been like a really tough adjustment for me to make in the last year because it is where I get like all of my self-worth from historically, and that's not healthy.
Yeah. Did the TV show kind of help in that way where it kind of got you out of got you out of like you weren't putting creatively everything into just another set?
Oh no, I think it was the height of me making my entire life work. I was like, oh, I'll go do a different type. But in my head, I went, this is you branching out and this is you growing. And it was. It absolutely was. And I met so many amazing people and I learned how to work with other people and be a different thing in this business. And just a complete and total new experience for me, and it was very expansive in so many ways. But I was only working. I was filming that show Monday through Wednesday and I was on the road Thursday through Sunday. Right. And you know, anytime I wasn't on stage on set or on stage at my shows on the road, I was on vocal rest on a plane. Right. And I was like, oh, I'm never gonna like I remember I got dumped at the end of season 1 and I was like, well, of course. Right. Of course. Why would anyone be okay with that? I'm never I'm never present. I'm never available. Like I'm never gonna be. And I was like, I was always sick. I was so run down. And I think it was like it was sort of the end of my rope where I was like, okay, you can't you just can't keep doing this at this speed and this frequency anymore. You have to like take a break and focus on your health for a minute.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. The show was good, but I wanted it to be more your show.
Really? Mm-hmm. It was so interesting because people would say that, and I took the job because it wasn't, which is what's so interesting about it. Right. Is like, to me, I was excited to host a show that was entirely someone else's vision. I mean, it was a reboot of a show that was created by other people and hosted by other people. And so I was like, I think I was like the last one hired. You know what I mean? I was like just this final piece. And so whenever people were like, why isn't it the Taylor Tomlinson show? I was like, it was never going to be the Taylor Tomlinson show.
Yeah.
And it's why I was so devastated that they didn't replace me as host, because to me, what was so magical and amazing about the format of it all, the fact that it was a format driven show, is that you could have plugged so many people in as the host and they would have been amazing. I mean, truly, there was a list of people I had that I'm like, all of these people have done the show, have been panelists on the show, and they could host the hell out of this, and it would be amazing, and I would love to.
Yeah, but you made your mark, and you're tuning in to see you also as your friend and your comedy friend. It was cool to see, like, oh, she could host a show. Like, you could, if down the road you wanted, like, it's proven concept that you have that thing that you at home will lean into and watch.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what I mean?
Well, I wasn't ever trying to prove I was funny on that show. To me, my job was just to make sure you saw how funny other people were. Like, so, and maybe I should have been more concerned about being funny. There's people listening going, yeah, you could have done a better job being funny yourself.
No, you were funny. You were very much yourself, which is a difficult thing in those big, giant projects. Is it's a lot of times the personality gets swallowed up by the thing.
Well, and that's a testament to just the team that show had, and the crew and everybody. Like, everybody who worked on that show was so amazing and so good at their job, and I was so bummed I just couldn't keep it up. Like, the schedule was just too much for me, and I was going through stuff on my own. But like,
was that a hard choice?
It was a dream job. It was the hardest choice I've ever made. Like, the hardest decision I've ever made.
How long did it take you to make it?
I mean, a year. Like, it took so long, and it was
because you have all these forces that are
and you feel silly walking away from any sort of opportunity, and it's like, objectively, like, that was a dream job, like, and again, that's why I was like, if somebody wasn't on the road and they just did this show, it's 3 days a week on set, and it, like, the number of people with, like, families and stuff who could have, which is, most late night hosts, right? Like, they have families, and they, do the show on the weekdays, and then they have their weekends. And I just wasn't that person. I wasn't in that place in my life. But I was like, man, I don't want this job to go away, because it is such an incredible job. When you're in this business and you keep pushing and you keep pushing and you go, I'll take time off when. And once I get this, then I can take a minute. And I mean, before I took that job, I was like, I'm going to take 6 months off next year. And then that job came up, and I was like, okay, well, I can't. Like, you just keep rallying.
Yeah,
because,
always.
Stand-up's like that. Stuff comes in, and you go, well, I have to do that corporate show. It's so much money. And so, okay, so I really needed to sleep this week, but I'll rally. And so I had just done that for 15 years. And I was like, okay, I guess I can't do that anymore.
And then you do finally have, like, in your sights a month off. And you're like, you start to panic.
Yes, exactly. And you start to panic, and it takes a month to come down from the stress you're addicted to. But and I wonder if you feel similarly, where it's like, you obviously have this incredible touring career, and you also, I'm sure, love being home with your family. So it's like, you love everything you're doing. You love everyone you want to be there for, whether it's these people who paid to see you, or this family that you have who love you. But it's like, you only have so much time. And there's only so much of you to go around.
And then if you are around a lot and you don't have a lot of other things, and you're there all the time, and your family doesn't even like you. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, a balance, right? You got to be gone just enough.
Because there's lots of industries where the people travel all the time, and, like, people that are successful and working hard. And, when you get on the plane to go tour, you're the one comic on there. Everyone else is going to hustle. They're all leaving their families. They're all doing their thing. Everyone's working really, really hard. There is a downside to just being home all the time. And not working really hard, and being in everyone else's business and not letting them do their thing.
But I guess the difference is, like, you like your job. You like what you're doing. So, like, you want to be on the road as much as you want to spend time with your kids, I'm sure. And just finding that balance of, like, okay, how do I keep all these balls in the air? How do I keep all the plates spinning?
When you put it that way, there's really no planning it. You just kind of, like, field it as it comes.
And you don't want to get burnt out. I mean, I'm what's frustrating for me is like, I want to work as much as possible. So when I get burnt out and I have to take time off, I hate that I'm burnt out. It's not that I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate working and I hate doing this job and I don't want to do it anymore. It's just that I'm like, shit, I like can't, I'm like, my body's giving out. Like I just can't.
It'd be nice to have time off just as your own choosing.
Yes.
Not because you can't stand.
I'm like, oh, this is why people do residencies. In Vegas, so they can like rest and still do what they want at night, like their job.
So how do you feel socially now? Like being?
I feel better. I've been spending.
Are you in love?
I'm not in love. Working on it. But no, I'm not in love, but I'm like finally in a place where I'm like, okay, I can date. I can see I'm really close with all my siblings. I have really amazing friends. And what has been so nice about my job is like, as my friends have spread out and moved all over the place, I'm in everybody's city once a year. So I've kept up with people.
Oh, that's nice.
But you know, like it's hard to make plans with your friends as adults because everybody has lives and families and jobs and being pulled in every direction. And it takes like you have to be really intentional about your relationships as an adult. And
Big time.
My friends outside the business don't have podcasts,
where
you can
catch up for an intense hour.
Which is,
ask all the questions.
You like forget. It's honestly so nice to have.
It really is
a community where everyone has a podcast.
It really is, because even if we were to just meet, for dinner, you don't get to ask all these questions. It would be weird to be like, tell me about when God left your life for a minute.
And there's no guarantee that I'll turn it on. Like I'll tell you anything you want to know, but I won't be like, really?
No, I'm glad you say that. I feel the same way. It really is like, no, it's actually like a way to magnify your friendships with these people.
But I do think comedians are like that. I mean, I think comedians in green rooms do talk to each other like this, don't you think? At dinner, like
there's very little fluff.
Which is what's hard about then getting dinner with your friends who are like teachers and lawyers. Who are like, oh, I don't talk to people like that. Like they'll talk to you like that, but I've been in situations where they're talking about someone we both know or that they know, and I go, well, what are they? What are they doing? Like, how's their marriage or whatever? And they're like, well, you can't ask that. At a dinner party. You can't go, so how's your marriage? And how are you feeling about it? And where are you guys at? And I go, oh, sorry, I'm just used to comedians. And that's exactly what we do. Because we're driving from one city to the other and we have 3 hours to kill. And so, I need to know which kid's your favorite and which one hates you at the moment. Like, but the questions we ask each other is, they're so inappropriate. In polite company.
It doesn't make you right. If you ever get to a point where you have to be like with other kids' parents.
Oh, yeah.
That's when it's the most glaring.
Oh,
when you're like at a school function with just regular parents.
What's the most inappropriate thing you've asked another parent at a function where you go, oh, that's a comedian question?
It's the dark jokes.
Yes.
It's the dark jokes. It's the, whatever, like making a joke about the principal dying or something.
Right.
And like, why would you say that? That's so mean. That recoil of like, well, why would you say that?
And you're like,
because that's what a comedian is ultimately, just an inappropriate person. Right? When you walk into like a corporate thing and they're all working, this is very important to them, and then you get up and just start taking the stuffing out of everything that they're doing and saying, you're not appropriate. You don't know how to act.
Most people aren't walking into social situations trying to like sum everybody up. And think that they're, for some reason, everyone should listen to them. Like, listen to me, I know better. Me.
Right.
And the right people find it refreshing. I think certain people are like, wow, you just say it. And then other people are like, are you okay? Because we're at dinner. This is a wedding.
Where's your family? Where are they?
My siblings? One of my siblings lives in LA, another one lives in San Diego, and the other one is like between.
Oh, that's
good.
So
So we're all in Southern California.
Oh, that's nice.
So everybody's close enough. It's really nice.
Yeah, that's good. But you do have to be intentional about it. Back to what you were saying, like with all your friendships and all that. and the older you get, the more work it is. But do you ever like look back in certain relationships? You're like, they love me. They're happy that we see each other. But if I didn't call, I don't know if I'd ever see them again.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just because the effort. It really is just the effort. And you have to kind of give them grace and realize that everybody's a mess and it's going to be hard for them to pick up the phone.
Yeah.
So if you take it on yourself to do it. But a lot of them would just die on the vine.
People reaching out or not reaching out doesn't have anything to do with you as a person. It's what they have to give and what they have going on. And people are, busy and depressed and they're,
gets away from them.
Yeah. They're struggling at work or they're going through something with their relationship. And, it's just, you take turns being that friend, I think.
Do you not eat bread?
Do I not eat bread?
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to stay away from it.
It just hit me.
I mean, I'm gonna get into that, but
I'm sorry I drifted off at the end of what you were saying.
That's okay.
But
I would have never said that. I would have never come in and gone, and I'm not gonna eat this, by the way.
So all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute. I think you told me at one point you were off bread.
Yeah. I try to not do bread. But like it's so annoying to be that person. I hate it.
It's all right. You
but
can
it's
be
not
that
like
person.
It's not like I'll die if I have it.
But you're tuned in with your health. You know what?
Yeah. But I'm not allergic to bread or anything.
Okay.
It's just a thing of like
all right. There's no judgment if you throw that.
I would never
give it to somebody else.
My sibling dropped me off, and I went, you know what's great about this podcast? Tom makes you bread. And I go, so you've got a lot of bread coming at you. And they're so excited.
All right.
But I'm still going to have some.
All right.
I'm not going to just be like, and that's yours.
Yeah, I'm sorry
it's
it
for
got
me.
away from me.
Tom was thinking about me when he baked it.
Exactly.
And you'll taste that.
Yeah. But it really just all of a sudden, after an hour, I'm like, wait a minute. I don't think you eat bread.
When people come in, does anyone ever say like, you can keep that?
One person.
Who?
One.
Sorry.
We're not even going to say their name, but they were.
Oh, really? Okay.
They were mean.
No, they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
Were they mean about it?
They were kind of mean about it. They were very dismissive.
Yeah, they were very dismissive. I will say that.
They were just like, I'm not going to eat that.
Yeah, I believe they.
It was more. It was more like.
Oh, well, that's a health. Yeah, for sure. I mean, no one thinks bread is great for you. Yeah.
Are you going to take you? Oh, don't forget your bread.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I've been looking around going, I don't see a bag for my bread. Oh,
no,
there it is.
No, I'm doing an impression of that
you are?
guest. I'm good.
Oh, yeah, that's a bummer.
I was like, oh.
No, you should be like, I'm so sorry. I just can't.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to go to waste. I'm
totally
so sorry.
okay with that.
That's what, yeah.
That.
See, that's the problem though with comedians is we're all so sensitive and we're all so bad at interacting with other people because we're so just like we'll just say whatever we're thinking. So that's what's so stressful about going to the club or whatever, and then you go, oh, I'm gonna say something, and then for 3 years somebody's gonna think I don't like them, and in 3 years I'll do their podcast and they'll go, well, I always thought you hated me because once you went, and I'm like, I probably had diarrhea. I was probably scared.
Yeah, you're right.
So we don't know. Maybe they were like rushing out. They're like, I'm fine, and they were like, I gotta go to the bathroom or something.
Do you think that's true?
I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. All right.
I only give people the benefit of the doubt now because for years I didn't, and it hurt me more than it hurt them.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I'm just gonna assume everyone likes me.
Yeah.
And see how that feels. Or not even likes me, but I'm gonna assume everybody has neutral feelings towards me.
Right.
And that any weirdness I feel is coming from me. And then when you're right and they don't like you, that's devastating.
Right.
But if you can just sort of live in denial and go, they got other stuff going on.
I know. But I always feel like when you make a pass, my instinct is always to give everybody a pass. Somebody cuts you off on the freeway. Oh, they're probably rushing to save their baby.
Yeah.
Or something's happening.
Yeah.
But I think there's a limit to that. Like I think at a certain point you're a sap if you think that everybody's just going through it.
But we only see each other every few years. You know what I mean? Like comedians don't actually see each other that much.
Right.
If you're like out touring, you see everyone once a year at most on a podcast, or like if you are working out in the clubs and you're in town at the same time and you run into someone a lot for a little while, but like
Yeah.
You know, but that's why you feel so close to people, is because when you do see each other, you have these like deep, intense, long conversations.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And you go, well, I know them because we shared a rental car once.
Are you going to do clubs again in town?
I'm about
get
to
back into that thing?
I'm about to do, the book's not quite done yet. So once that's done, I'm starting like, I think like end of July.
What do you mean
done?
Back, like, done writing or done?
Like done with like the audio book and
like
everything.
It's out.
Yeah, I think it comes out in September, but it's like, okay, you're done with like the audio book and like, you know, final edits and all that stuff. I think I'm done technically like mid-July. And then once all that's done, I'm going to be like, okay, great. Now shifting gears back to like stand up and go do clubs and then go do the book tour or whatever. Like promoting the book do you have any advice for that?
No, I haven't really figured it out.
Yeah.
No, I kind of feel like having it tied to, I mean, go do press and do all that stuff, but I think tying it to our stand up is probably the best way to go. I would do signings at the end of my shows.
Oh, interesting.
That kind of thing.
Okay.
I think that was like the best way to promote it. It's a wonderful thing. I think you're really going to love it. Like the connection that you have with your audience now in this other way, to have people come up 2 years from now with that book, you know, with bookmarks in, and it's been squished and used and loved, and they ask if, you know, that it's you're going to really like it.
Oh, that's nice. Do you feel like most people get your audiobook?
I don't know.
Like comedians,
that's a good question.
They want to hear the audiobook.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I hope not.
Really?
Yeah, I like the idea of them having it.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it hard doing the audiobook?
No, it's like everything in production. Like you show up and do the tapings for your show. It seems like, oh, that's going to be 12 hours and it's over like that, right?
Oh, really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Everything goes quicker when you're all of a sudden doing it. Same thing with the audiobook. It's like, well, how am I going to get 3 days of like 5 hours each? And it just kind of hums.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's helpful to hear.
Yeah.
I'm nervous about it.
The worst part about it is that, as you know,
can't change anything.
Yeah. Because every time you open it, you could change something.
Yeah.
It's never ending. There's always, you're going to always find something.
I know. That's what I'm worried about.
There's that little part.
Hell on earth. I'm so scared. It's also just been hard working on something that thousands of people won't. Because, you know, stand-up's so great. By the time you do a special, you're like, well, thousands of people saw this.
Right.
And signed off on it.
Yeah.
These jokes.
Right.
And this is like, okay, about 10 people read this. And they said it was good, so I hope everyone likes it.
Yeah.
But it's just so completely outside of my comfort zone.
Do you have a title yet?
Yeah. Actually, never mind.
Actually, never mind?
Actually, never mind.
That's a good title.
Yeah. This is something I genuinely say.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't know what I can write. I was like, I can't write a book. I don't feel the same way I felt about anything, like at any point in my life. And I was like, oh, that's what the book's about. It's everything I've ever changed my mind about.
That's
which is
really
everything.
Great. A big stance, and then actually, never mind.
Yeah. And so great. I do that when I'm talking to people a lot. I go, and then there's this, and I go, but actually, never mind, because. And so that's what the title is. Yeah.
That's funny. I like that. Well, it'd be nice to have you send some pictures of the bread with your sister eating it.
Oh, absolutely. I'll send a picture of my sibling eating it. Like, absolutely. I'm so excited about it. I also was like, sourdough. That's probably why I was like, sourdough, that's better for your gut, right? It's me talking myself into it.
No, there's no joke. There's a lot of people in my life that can't eat bread and have gluten problems and stuff. Yeah. Not full on, stuff, but and they eat my bread and they're cool. Was Food Central when you were growing up?
Like at our house, like were people cooking?
Yeah, like
no one in my family could really cook.
Oh no,
there was more so just like there was more of a focus on like don't eat that, and like just a lot of emphasis on the way your body looked and stuff. So I think food was central in that way, in a more restrictive way, but not like, and this is our famous, what's it called?
Right,
like
the unifying thing.
Yeah, there's no like my grandma makes a few things that we're all like, oh my gosh, that's incredible. We love that. Yeah. But like, my parents weren't like, nobody was really like passionate about. Yeah. That's why I'm so impressed by people who bake. I mean, my little sister Drea will bake and is really good. And like, and actually all my siblings can cook a little bit, but I cannot. And I always tell people when I start dating somebody, I go, can you cook? And they're like, a little bit. And I go, I can't at all. I go, for the record, Never gonna happen with me.
So what do you do on a nightly basis?
I mean, I can make like salmon.
Right.
Like, but I'm eating the same thing every day. I'm eating like eggs and vegetables and like meat and sweet potato. Like that's what I'm eating every day.
Yeah.
I'm like hyper fixated on my meals. And then if I want to get crazy, I'll, order something.
Right.
But I'm like, there's nothing I can do that will impress you. Okay. I'm like, if you want something healthy, I can do that. I can assemble some ingredients. But other than that, I got nothing. I don't have some signature dish. Wish I did.
Do you work out all the time?
No, I'm getting back into it now, working out all the time. I was truly, my immune system was so bad for a couple years. And so it would be like, I would go back to doing strength training and I would get sick.
Oh God.
And so for a long time I wasn't doing strength training, and then in the last 6 months I've gotten back into it now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. But
yeah,
I wish I was someone who was just like, I'm up at 6 and I run.
I don't like those people so much.
I don't either. I we found, my sibling and I are seeing a trainer who we love, and she like trains us both at the same time and like switches up the exercises a bunch so you don't get bored.
That's good.
And it's like, it's the best. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for this little life chapter for you. Like, you've really gone so hard for so long.
Yeah.
And you deserve to have, like, you've done it. Like, you've done a lot, and you can feel good about having all these accomplishments, and take a break.
But to your point, shouldn't feel comfortable, because that's when you get bad.
No, you gotta
stay uncomfortable.
Well, I'm not saying you're going to turn into a different human being.
You're in no danger of accepting yourself.
No, you're not going to be content, but you will be. But I think it's a common thing in stand-up where you see there's been some guys who are like, I'm retiring. There's no more. I'm quitting my tour. And then they come back, and I look at them and I'm like, you just needed a break. You just needed a break.
You're so right. Yeah, there are countless people who are like, and I guess I just lost it.
Yeah.
And then they take 6 months and they're like, I found it.
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah. Hey, guys. So, all of a sudden you see them hawking more tour dates. You're like, okay. They just needed to. It's okay to catch your breath.
And people don't realize you've been gone as long as you have, like the amount of,
what is the limit?
Yeah, the amount of like singers and stuff who will announce a tour, and I go, another one?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, Harry Styles took a year off, and I'm like, when? Like, you just don't even a normal person doesn't even register that you took a break.
What do you think would be too much time?
I mean, what?
Say unplugging from touring.
Oh, I mean, from touring? I feel like more than a year I couldn't do.
Yeah.
Right? I can't imagine that.
I would think everyone would have forgotten my name.
You think if you took a year off of touring? No, no one would have forgotten. I mean, as far as people forgetting.
Yeah.
Like 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
3 years. You take off for 3 years and come back in the third year and people will show up.
Yeah. I mean, you probably have a drop off. Right? Because you do have to stay in front of people, but also you don't want people to get sick of you.
Yeah.
So that's tough to know.
Yeah, it is tough to know.
But I think you have to get pretty big for people to get sick of you, right?
I would think so.
You got to be like, a legend or whatever.
Yeah. There's so many more people who don't know me.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, some of you can fall off and I'll get some new people. It's okay. You can take turns supporting me.
But a year, I don't know. I don't think I'd enjoy myself.
No. I mean, a year of nothing. I guess I mean, if I took a year off of touring, it would have to be because I was doing something else.
Right.
It wouldn't be like, oh, I'm going to take a year off of touring just to be home.
Right, yeah.
I'd have to like be writing something else.
Yeah.
Or, like the only thing that I think the only reason I was able to take any time off at all from touring was because I was writing the book.
Right.
But
I mean, like, back to your point from before, it's like the most fun you have is your work, which is a very lucky thing.
Yeah.
It's an enjoyable expression, and it's like, so you just have to be careful to not let it get big and gobble you up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can be a mean lover.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Starts becoming abusive. Just being mean to you. Passive aggressive.
Yeah. They used to love me so much.
Yeah, I gave everything to you. It's not enough. Well, I love you. I'm so happy to see you. Yeah, this was really great.
Really fun. I've been looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Me too. We've had a couple people I was not happy to see.
No, I was on my way here and I was like, oh man, it's so nice to go into a podcast I'm like not stressed about.
Right.
Where I'm just like, oh, it'll be so great to see Tom and catch up.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Done. Fine. I'm happy. You're the best.